Hi, welcome to Lab Games. I'm your host, Anthony.
And I'm Francis.
And today we're going to cover
a Raising Robots expansion
called Raising Robots Friends.
Friends.
Now, if you've been around for a little while on the channel, you'll know that we covered Raising Robots.
We sure did.
So, really great game.
This game, I think actually at the time, and this still stands true, we said that this game actually replaced Wingspan for us.
Yes.
And that still holds true.
We don't
it's a very fun game.
We don't own Wingspan anymore.
No, so we do not.
Just to give you an idea. But today we're not going to go through a whole play on this because if you want to see how Raising Robots plays, go watch our video. Like it's out there.
Or over there.
Yeah, I don't even know if it's going to be anywhere on here. Just do a search for Ant Lab Games Raising Robots, and you'll get to see the video. It's not hard to find. But we're going to cover what this game expansion adds to the base.
Yes.
And there's a lot of exciting stuff here. It's making me want to break out our copy of Raising Robots and play again.
It sure does.
But we're pressed for time, so we've got to get this, share as much of this as possible as we can with you. So these are all the components that come in the expansion. Actually, there's a little bit more. There's some chits here, and a little bit of stickers here we'll talk about in a minute. But to start out, we've got these
new class cards.
New class cards. One of them is a replacement. One of them is an addition. So I do like an expansion that does provide you with some replacement cards for stuff you've had in the past, as well as stickers.
Yes. Any kind of expansion that sort of takes note of maybe, I don't want to say inadequacies, but like things that... Misprints, things like that.
Yeah.
In this case, this makes getting robot cards a little bit easier, which is like good. So you just are going to take this and put them on your base game.
Stick them around on the board.
Has not as much to do with this expansion, but does also take care of some of those things, which is nice.
Stuff. But the core of this expansion is friends, gaining friends.
Yeah, It's really cool.
Which is neat. So you've got a friend card, which is basically a card for every inventor.
Yeah, and so the way that the expansion works, there's actually like three main things that this is bringing to you. Number one being new robots.
Yes.
And so with being somebody who likes to travel a lot, I thought this was pretty cool. They really tried to find inventions and inventors that are more global and came from like different cultures and stuff, and then make robots based on those creations and like kind of those cultures.
That's from different
regions, which is pretty neat. So as you're looking through the new robots, you really see some cool, like really awesome, like techie kind of versions of. In this case, like it looks like an Americana type of
you've
robot,
got, Autobahn.
Yeah, which is pretty
cool.
So
you've got bratwurst and pretzel.
And I know, like, for me, part of what I really enjoyed about playing Raising Robots to begin with was just looking at the cool robots that you're making, because they all had, like, little personalities. They were really cool, so yeah, that was a really neat addition. So that's kind of number one, is just all these new cool robots.
Love the art, love the style, just very cool. This looks really cool. Oh, look at that one.
I know,
it's like
little
Coco.
Mariachi guy. Yeah, like Coco,
The movie, so those are the new robots, really awesome.
Yep.
Very excited for that.
Also new inventors. Which we have laid out here. So 6 new inventors. And then the third thing is, like you were getting to, this friends and competitions. And this to me is like the biggest addition in this expansion. It's pretty neat. So this introduces friends, and the friends kind of act a lot like companions in a lot of other games. So you can only gain friends. We have a whole deck of them. I don't know where they went. They're right here, right? Okay. And the friends are sort of like, they're representing the inventors, and you gain them through these competitions. So it's almost like you're befriending these kid kind of versions of these inventors in a way.
Or you're in a competition, they're like, and you're making friends at the competition.
And you're making friends at the competition.
You want to pair up.
Exactly. So your little friends are going to give you additional bonuses at the end of your action, sometimes additional actions at the end of your action, which helps give you kind of that satisfaction of like finishing your action and getting to do a little bit more, which is kind of neat. You can have a max of 2 friends throughout the game, but like I said, the only way that you can get them is through these competitions. So in 4 different areas of robotics, if you will, you have these competitions that will come out. So like, for example, this one's a think tank and requires you to have 13 batteries. So once you have that met, you'll be able to place your token here. You have to pay the cost to get the prize, and then you get the prize. And you have the option of either having this, selecting the friends cards, and you have sort of a draw 3, pick 1 situation plus a couple points. Or you can just say, screw the friends, I'm going to take all the points and go that route as well. Flipping it over, and then anyone who subsequently finishes that objective has a little bit less of a cost to pay, but gets also a little bit less of a prize. So that's how that works in the game, which again I think is very cool. So it adds a little bit of variety and diversity to the way that you're playing.
Yeah, and I think that's it's a really cool thematic add-on, which I think I hate when expansions just get bloated, but these are like really nice additions that don't seem like they're going to make the game a lot more complicated, right? The only thing that's pretty complicated are the new inventors, and how, because each of them has like all these other components you're looking at are like
for the inventors.
Yeah, like these bits here. This one is like these are for one inventor. Where you almost like track a side board that you're checking off. So each of them has their own book with an explanation on how to play them, and their complexities range from medium to hard.
Yes.
So that's gonna be interesting. And
I love it though, because if you've been playing a lot of Raising Robots and you feel like you've maxed out these inventors that come with the base game, then this is definitely something that you want to have in your collection to add to your box, because you're going to want to master these guys.
As well as a whole bunch of new robots to build, which
I know. Well, let's see. We can go over the new inventors. You have Charlotte, you have Confucius, Johannes, Sacagawea, Susan, and William. So there you go.
Very cool.
That's what you get.
So that's really, I guess, the core parts of what this expansion is going to add to the game. If you're a fan of Raising Robots, this is a no-brainer. Yeah. You get the expansion, right? If you don't know what Raising Robots is, you definitely need to go watch our video. Definitely. And you will then go seek out how to get this expansion, because you're going to be like, yep, I want Raising Robots and I want to add this expansion to it.
Yep. So all the information on how to get your hands on this is in the notes below. And if you have any questions, as always, you can drop them in the chat. Designers, publishers like to jump in there too and answer your questions for you if we cannot. Yep. But we appreciate you being here, and hope that you have fun with this one.
All right. Well, thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you next time.
See ya.